Greetings, everybody, and welcome to the Media Files. So today, we got ourselves a big haul of stuff here next to me. We're going to split this puppy up into 4 parts because there is a lot of stuff to go through. Not bad when you hit the mom and pop store, you know what I mean? I mean, just dirt cheap stuff. So first up, we're going to go through a multi-genre pile here. So we got mainly got some action and some thrillers / horror. So action, thriller, and horror right here on the Media Files. Let's see what we got. Alright, welcome back. So first up, we've got ourselves a Blu-ray. Now, considering the fact that, yes, this movie, it is an animated movie, at the time it was released, nobody really knew what to think of it, but I've only seen it maybe once or twice, but, I'm really looking forward to going back and rewatching this because I absolutely love this director's directing style. It's so sad that we don't see stuff like this anymore. We really don't. But technically it's got some pretty intense action moments, but there are some parts in here that are kind of pretty terrifying. So here we have the animated film that is not part of Disney. So here we have from director Don Bluth, we've got Anastasia. Yeah, this is definitely an upgrade to Blu-ray. Definitely jam-packed with extras. I was not expecting it. I thought it was just going to be bare bones. But this puppy is actually loaded. So here we have an audio commentary by directors Don Bluth and Gary Goldman, 2 sing-alongs, Anastasia's music box favorites, Bartok the Magnificent, How to Draw with John Bluth, The Making of Anastasia, Anastasia: A Magical Journey, music video Journey to the Past by Aaliyah, making of the music video of the Journey to the Past, and some exclusive Blu-ray games, Russian Stacking Doll and Anastasia's Seek and Find. Okay. Definitely up there. Oh, well, I had no idea that Kelsey Grammer, wow, this thing's loaded with actors. Meg Ryan, John Cusack, Kelsey Grammer, Hank Azaria, Christopher Lloyd, and Angela Lansbury. Wow, that's a big name cast for an animated film. That is not Disney. There we go. Alrighty, so now we're going to get into our thriller, action thriller here. So first up, we have, well, I kind of consider this, I've never really read the books, but I know they're extremely popular. More like detective, thrillers and whatnot, but I guess basically if you were to say this is basically Tom Selleck's, basically it's his Indiana Jones series, basically, since he almost did become Indiana Jones at one point. Because if he was Indiana Jones, he would have been on for 5 films. But for this series, he went on to do 9 of them. And they were direct-to-TV movies. And we have pretty much almost all of them but one, unfortunately. So I'll have to hunt that one down. So we've got the Jesse Stone Collection, Volume 1, which features the first 4 films of the series, which is Death in Paradise, No Remorse, Thin Ice, and Stone Cold. Yeah, and all the books, of course, are written by Robert B. Parker. Absolutely really, really good series of murder mystery novels. They've got some action scenes in it and whatnot, but from what I can vaguely remember, all I remember is he's kind of walking in basically kind of like a. It's almost like he's. I think it was Stone Cold is the one that I had seen first, and but it's kind of funny that these are kind of all over the place and they're not actually in chronological order. Yeah. So then I also happen to find Volume 2, which includes Benefit of the Doubt, Innocence Lost, Night Passage, and Sea Change. So, yeah, so there we go. Definitely can't wait to sit down and actually watch all these because I've never actually seen any of them. Now, the only one that is actually missing out of these is Lost in Paradise, and that is it, because like I said, there's 9 of them. And the funny thing is that I think it mentions here in the back that Thin Ice is the 5th in the series. So, let me see which order you actually watch them in order. So, okay, so, okie dokie. Alright, so here we go. Alright, so first off, so technically we'll watch Volume 2. So first of all, we got Night Passage, which is the first film. Then we'll jump to this one here, which is Stone Cold. Then we go to Death in Paradise. Then Sea Change here. And then, of course, like I said, Thin Ice. Then No Remorse. Then we'll jump back here to Innocence Lost. And then Benefit of the Doubt. And then, like I said, Lost in Paradise is actually the last one, which is the only one that I need to hunt down. But I don't know why you wouldn't put these in numerical order. It'd be so much easier, so you're jumping around all over the place. So, which is kind of weird. But anyway. Alright, then up next, so we've got a film to add to my Sylvester Stallone collection, which I have never heard of. I've only heard of this movie, but I've never seen it. So here we have Fist, or F.I.S.T. It's here short. I'm not sure. I think it might be based off of a comic book or something. No, not really a comic book. I have no idea, but it just sounded cool. And I'm like, interesting. Definitely a movie that I've never seen before, so there we go. Now, this movie, it's been forever since I have seen this. I saw this movie when I was in middle school, and it was one of the books that we actually had to read when we were in middle school. It's a definite classic. It's a must-read for basically anybody. So here we have, it's a movie directed by Francis Ford Coppola, which I have not actually owned. I'm kind of surprised. So here we have the 2-disc special edition of The Outsiders. Now, this is the complete novel edition. This one here actually is the director's cut of the film. Now, there is another version, which I think is the theatrical, and it runs for like 91 minutes. This one runs for about 113, so there's about 12 minutes of extra footage in here. Now, the funny thing is, you look at the back of this here, okay? And you're at 2-disc edition. I'm like, okay, you can fit a 2-hour movie, on a single disc. Okay, yes, you can. So, you do have disc 1, which is the film, but then you also have a disc loaded with bonus features. Yeah, so I have no idea what this is, because it's not even mentioned on the back. I don't know why you would do that, unless they happen to have a slipcover at one point, but yeah, I don't know. Anyways, speaking of slipcovers, now, this is very hard to find with the slipcover on it. I think it makes it worth a lot more money. Definitely one that now I have seen this film before, but I'm only very familiar with the unrated cut. Here we have the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the beginning. This is the theatrical cut, and it, like I said, comes with the slipcover, and that is so cool. It's so awesome, and you have no idea what's actually even on here until you take it off the back. And we are loaded with features. So we've got, or at least some stuff. So here we have feature and deleted scenes, audio commentary with director Jonathan Leedsman and producers Andrew Form and Brad Fuller, deleted and extended scenes, and down to the bone, behind the scenes documentary. Yeah. So, you don't see this stuff hardly at all anymore. I mean, especially the unrated cut with the slipcover. That alone that might be worth a little something from what I can tell. But it's so now this one takes place. Now this is the prequel to the 2003 remake. So and I believe Andrew. Did he reprise his role? I believe Andrew Bernarski. I think he reprised his role. I think for this one, I can't remember. It's been so long since I've seen this. Alright, and now we got ourselves a, it's one, I've never actually seen this franchise, but I don't know where it sits. I think it may be the 3rd film in the series, I really don't know. But here we have Candyman Farewell to the Flesh, directed by Bill Condon, very early on in his career, because he would go on to do, unfortunately, some of those Twilight movies. But he also did Chicago and other great movies as well. But hey, I guess you got to get your start somewhere, right? However, though, as of this recording, though, so here we have, like I said, of course, Candyman, starring, of course, Tony Todd, who unfortunately passed away today, unfortunately, at the age of 69, as of this video. So, may Tony Todd ever rest in peace. The man was a legend, with his deep voice and just a great character actor, being in loads of great movies, and not just the Candyman franchise, but also Hatchet. But also, he played one of my favorite roles as one of the soldiers in The Rock. He's the guy that basically tells Ed Harris, he's like, "Hey, mercenaries get paid. I want my money." He wants that. He's that guy. But it's Tony Todd. I mean, come on. So, yeah. Alrighty, and finally, so we have here a multi-pack set. Now, I got this set for two of the four films in here, because the other two I've never even heard of, and one of them sounds really stupid. So here we have a 4-film pack of, I guess you would call this zombies, I guess. They're zombie related. So here we have a 4-film pack of zombie films. So we've got Dead and Gone, Boy Eats Girl. Okay, that sounds really dumb, stupid. But I mainly got it for these two films, which is Return of the Living Dead 3 and Return of the Living Dead Necropolis. Yeah. I have no idea if there's any bonus features on any of these because, well, thankfully, though, the Return of the Living Dead movies are on their own disc. Hang on a minute. One of them popped out. Which one was that? The flipper disc, which nobody seems to care about. Let's fix that. There we go. All right. So, like I said, so Night of the Living Dead has its own disc, Return of the Living Dead Necropolis has its own disc, and of course the other two movies are on a flipper disc, which nobody cares about. So, yeah. Alrighty, well that does it for this small little haul here. Not bad for all that stuff there, So like I said, may Tony Todd, may he ever rest in peace. It'll be very hard to see where the world goes without Candyman in the realm, but now I know they have remade that movie, which I have not seen yet, and I've not watched any of the Candyman series yet, so maybe I will at some point. So, anyways. Alright, you guys, so with that, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification button, leave a comment down below, and with that, I'll see you next time. See ya.